right. I think we should be good there. Yes, we are. Yes, we're good to go.
The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
All right, my beautiful people, thanks so much for tuning in to the New Black Wall Street. It's ERGJ, certified financial educator and founder of New Black Wall Street. We're on to our segment, Money and the Power, where we're looking at what's happening in the stock market in Wall Street. It's called Money and Power for a reason. Number one, money. Money is the flow of money, the cash flow of money. In other words, economics or the economy. Economics, right? Number two is power. Power is nothing more than politics. It is the cash rules, right? So you have the cash flow, which is the economics. You have cash rules, which is politics. And I think that as African-American people, we need to talk about this more. Money and politics, economy, economics and politics, right? The cash flow and the cash rules. Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at what happened in the market yesterday, and also we'll take a look at what's coming down the pipe for today as we head into Friday, March 3rd, 2017. So hopefully you've been following the market, you've been enjoying the show, the New Black Wall Street. That's what it's all about. So today's episode is brought to you by True Detergent. That's right, True Detergent, black-owned and manufactured right here in the Atlanta area. We're doing a free delivery to your doorstep in Atlanta. You give us a call at 678-851-2400. That's 678-851-2400. Go ahead and get your True today. 101 ounce bottle for $15. That's 15 cents per wash. And here's the deal. You're going to wash your clothes anyway. It's Friday. I know you're going to wash them either Saturday and Sunday. The question is, are you going to practice what you preach, which is let your dollar circulate right back within your very own community by switching to True. True Detergent. Make the switch. Now I'm going to put my number in the comments for you guys. So in case you didn't hear me, in case I'm talking too fast, 678-851-2400. You give us a call there. You can go to the website. You can get in contact with us there, www.ergj.net. You can give us contact with us there as well. Now, we do have a couple things that are coming up next week that you want to be aware of. Number one, we have the first time home buyer session. So if you're looking to buy a home for the first time, this is where you want to be. We want to let you know what you need to know as it relates to you being prepared. Everybody put in the comments below, be prepared. You want to be prepared to buy your first home, and you need to know what you need to do. What you need to do to get your credit right. What kind of down payment you need. What kind of programs available to you. Well, we're going to be talking about that on Tuesday. Now, of course, if you're a part of Club Millie, then that's a part of your membership. That's right. Club Millie is part of your membership. Number two, we have the Dow 30 investment session. Every Wednesday we meet and we talk about what's going on in the Dow. The Dow is nothing more than the 30 most significant stocks that you're aware of. This is a great place. If you are a beginner in the stock market, you have absolutely no idea what's going on in the stock market, this is where you want to be, because it's going to go over the 30 most significant stocks in America. Apple, companies like Nike, companies like Walmart, Microsoft. Matter of fact, this week we did our bracketology, and Microsoft did not make it out of the first round. They got knocked out. What an upset. Down goes Frazier. So we have fun, and we talk about companies, and we begin to understand the language of money, the language of investing. This is the hardest part, because if I was going to be a doctor, I have to learn the language. And I'm telling you, if you want to learn how to make your money work for you, then you have to learn the language. It's a different terminology. And then number three, we also have a stock market class coming up. So if you're interested in learning more about how you can make your money work for you, then it's about going to classes. Classes that I went to, you don't have to pay as much because I'm offering it for you less. But I had to pay thousands of dollars for my class, and I'm offering classes for pennies on a dollar. Why? Because my job as the investment, as a certified financial educator, my goal as a company, ERGJ Enterprises, is to bring investment education to the urban community. So I'm not going to charge you thousands of dollars for you to understand and know what I know. I want to give it to you, but I can't give it to you. Why? Because I understand that you must pay something if you're going to actually have some value in it. Money is nothing more than the exchange of value for value. When people don't pay, they don't value. And because they don't value, they don't get much out of it. Matter of fact, most of the time, they don't even show up. And it's hard for you to show up if it's free because you have nothing tied to you being there for that specific amount of time. So anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you are a part of Club Millie, go ahead and put in the comments below, hashtag Club Millie. Cookie, thanks so much for joining. Mr. Chester, hey, I got to get me some of those cigars, brother. Thanks so much for joining. Marvin's in the building as well. If you're a part of Club Millie, go ahead and put in the comments below, hashtag Club Millie. So let us just begin. And obviously, you guys probably want to talk about Snapchat. Now, did we not? If you watched the show yesterday, did I not say, buyer beware? Yes, certainly. I think I said that about 25 times. Buyer beware. But of course, to wisdom, we say, hey, with my heart, I just feel like this is the next big thing. They've hyped it up in the news. I'm following what everybody else is saying. So let's do a quick recap. It's supposed to open at $17 a share, and it did. Right? But it didn't open up at $17 a share for you. It didn't open up at $17 a share for me. It opened up for $17 a share for the institutions. You have institutional investors and you have retail investors. And you and I are retail investors. So we couldn't get it for $17 a share. We had to get it for about $22, $23, $24 a share. So by the time we got to it, the institutional investors had made all the money. Hey, Ron in the building, thanks so much for joining. Go ahead and put hashtag Club Millie. At 24, 25. So by the time we could get it, they had made all the money they need to make so they can go ahead and sell it to us and get their profit. You see how this works? You see how this works. And so guess what? Well, Snapchat, end of the day, let's just take a look. Let's just take a look. Because I've been saying, it no sense to me just say, at Snapchat, end of the day, at 24.48. Towards the end of the day, it has started to decline. Why? Because the institutional investors were selling their profits out. They know that this is not a good investment, and they're getting their money from the retail, from the peons who continue to make them richer and richer. I tried to tell you, I tried to give you a hint that yesterday you did not want to be in this fray. Stay above the fray. But of course, I'm just a little black guy just doing something on Facebook. Who's going to listen to me? All right, so let's do a quick recap. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to say I told you so. I didn't tell you so. It's just recorded. It's on video from yesterday. Anyway, getting into yesterday, let's take a look here and do a quick recap for you guys. The Dow was down $112 yesterday. So the Dow was down. This is the second time in the past 2 weeks that it's been down. So it's been fluctuating up. But yesterday was a down day, 112 points. NASDAQ was down 42 points. S&P 500 was down 14 points. Caterpillar had a bad day. I believe Caterpillar didn't move on in our bracketology, but they were down 4% yesterday. The airlines were down as well. Netflix was down by 2%. Under Armour had a rebound yesterday of up 2%. Monster Energy, Monster Drinks, Monster Beverage Corporation was the big winner yesterday, up 13% one day. Best Buy was up 6%. Retail is actually starting to make a little comeback, maybe because they're reporting their earnings. So this is a trend going on with these retail companies that are reporting their earnings from the holiday season. So they actually are starting to make a quick, I'm not going to say they're making a turnaround. I'm going to say that they had some positive influence come back into their stocks. I still don't believe in them long term, but if you are a day trader, swing trader, retail is probably is not a bad place to be as they're reporting their earnings and getting some good love. Kroger was down 4% yesterday as well, as I said, Caterpillar. Now, let's take a look at some of the key indicators. Oil, 52.77 a barrel. Oh, it's getting back into my sweet spot, guys. It's dropping back to my sweet spot. Oil is $52 a barrel. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to be looking at that. Gold is at $1,226 per ounce, and silver is at $17.74 per ounce. As far as the sectors are concerned, hey, what's going on, Miss Wendy B? Good morning. As far as our sectors are concerned, over the past 3 months, our leading sectors. Number one, electronic technology up 16% over the past 3 months. Technology services up 12%. Consumer non-durables up 12%. Consumer durables up 12%. Utilities up 12% over the past 3 months. Finance is starting to fall down a little bit. And then the three that have been lagging behind, energy minerals is down 3% over the past 3 months. Communications up 6%. Transportation up 6%. So basically, as a sector, you can pretty much have picked any sector, right, and to invest in, or maybe do an ETF or something like that, and you will be up, unless you pick energy and minerals, up 6% or more, just by picking a sector and investing. And so that's why I'm trying to tell you guys, for those that have not yet started investing, how long are you going to watch everybody else get rich? That's my question. How long are you going to watch everybody else get rich? And you're going to say, well, I'm scared. Oh, it's risky. I'm telling you, it may be risky to invest, but it's risky not to invest. Okay, it's risky not to learn how to invest, not to learn how to make your money work for you, work harder for you than you work for it. It's risky not to invest, right? All right. So that was going on yesterday. The emotion in the market, again, very, very still in extreme greed, is at 75 for the volatility index. Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. So I said yesterday about Snapchat, you wanted to be fearful because everyone else was greedy. And guess what? Warren Buffett has not disappointed us with his philosophy, and he turned out to be right yet again. All right, let's take a look at what's going on in the market today. What do we need to know? What do we need to know today? Yet again, the good old sage, the Oracle of Omaha. All right, your hangover was fun while it lasted, but investors are now dealing with the post-rally hangover. European and Asian markets were trading in negative territory on Friday, and U.S. stock futures were pointing to a weak open. It's a sharp change in the mood of U.S. stocks, which rallied to hit record highs earlier this week after President Trump delivered a well-received address to Congress. Investors have pushed stocks higher in recent months because of optimism over Trump's plans to cut regulations and slash taxes. The Fed focus. So when the head of the United States Federal Reserve speaks, investors listen. Fed Chair Janet Yellen is set to give a speech at 1 p.m. today in Chicago, Illinois, to discuss her outlook for the U.S. economy. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. What is Yellen going to be yelling about? That's what we're talking about. What is Yellen going to be yelling about? Fed Vice Chairman Stanley Fitcher also gives a speech on Friday about monetary policy in New York. It's due to start at 12:30 p.m. So around noon today, we're going to have a lot of things. Uh-oh. I'm coming to that. All right, I'm coming to that in just a second. Around 12:30. Stocks to watch: Costco, WPP, and Nintendo. Shares in Costco dropped in extended trading after the retailer issued a disappointing earnings report. So yesterday, after the bell, Costco reported didn't come out well, so they are dropping in extended trading. That's going to be your pre-market and post-market. WPP stock was lowered by 6% in London after advertising conglomerate reported their earnings. Investors balked at a nasty combo of disappointing forecasts for 2017 and a slowdown in the final quarter of 2016, according to Mike Van Dolken. But let's switch to something a little bit more upbeat. Nintendo. Shares in Nintendo jumped 3.7% in Tokyo after the company released its newest console, which is retailing for $300 in the United States. So I guess Nintendo Switch. Anybody familiar with the Nintendo Switch, a new console? What's going on, Nelson? I don't know nothing about Nintendo. I don't even follow games no more. But they got a new game out or a new console, Nintendo Switch. It's causing their shares to jump up. So again, the big news today is that Fed Chair Yellen is speaking at 1 p.m. Nintendo Switch releases the Nintendo Switch hasn't been released. It's released worldwide. Now, I did see something very interesting here. It says this, that Trump is a buzzkill for pot stocks. Oh, this is going to get interesting. We're talking about marijuana stocks. Let's see here. All right, so let's see what they're talking about here. So the Trump administration is a drag on marijuana stocks. Pot stocks have been getting killed since last week when the White House signaled it would be tough on marijuana. This is important to know for those as we start looking at marijuana stocks. The share price of Innovative Industrial Properties, IIPR, which builds buildings and leases them to growers on medical marijuana, has dropped every trading day since then to a total of 8%. So we got somebody might want to write this down. IIPR. They buys buildings and leases them to growers of medical marijuana. Let me find my pen. I gotta write this down. Even I take notes, guys. Even I take notes. All right. Let's see here. IIPR. All right. That includes 5% drop on Friday, the day after White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer predicted greater enforcement of federal pot laws. Smaller marijuana stocks have taken a beating too. A penny stock called Weed Income, Buzz, B-U-D-Z. Let me write this in here for you guys. IIPR, yeah, B-U-D-Z. Yeah, thank you so much, Cookie. Yep, you guys might want to write that. Buzz, hold on, let me go back to it. Buzz, which purchases, okay, so Buzz purchases land to lease to growers. All right, so IIPR buys buildings and leases them to growers of medical marijuana. Buzz purchases land to lease to the growers. Now they plunged 10% today at the spot. Other penny pot stocks included Miracle Marijuana, which is MJNA, Hemp, which is HEMP, Grow Life, which is PHOT, and then Pineapple Express, which is PNPL, suffered steep declines the same day. Let me actually put this link in the comments so you guys can find it. All right, I'll put the link there. All right, so the White House has drawn a distinction between medical and recreational pot. We understand that. The president understands the pain and suffering that many people go through who are facing especially terminal diseases and the comfort that some of these drugs, including medical marijuana, can bring. But investors could be fleeing medical marijuana companies too because their options for growth into recreational have become narrower. Business decisions regarding the recreational part of the industry are growing to be under a cloud for the foreseeable future. Pot stocks are heading in the opposite direction from the Dow, which has been hitting record highs. IIIP Innovative Industrial Properties announced its plans to go public last October. It seemed like a good idea at the time. More and more states have voted to legalize marijuana, both medical and recreational, in recent years. And on election day, 8 more states legalized pot in one form or another. But Trump was also elected, and his administration has not been friendly to the movement. I don't know about that. You know what? All right, so here's what I'm seeing, guys. Again, I talked to you guys about not just reading the news, but let me finish the article first. Marijuana remains a Schedule I controlled substance. Schedule I, write that down. Marijuana remains a Schedule I controlled substance, which makes it illegal and equal to heroin in the eyes of the federal government. The Obama administration took a more relaxed stance with marijuana. In 2013, the Justice Department said it wouldn't change the state laws. It wouldn't challenge state laws legalizing. By contrast, Trump's Attorney General Jeff Sessions said that this week that it was dubious about pot and that we don't need to be legalizing marijuana. States, I guess, can pass whatever laws they choose, he said, but I'm not sure where we're going to be better, healthier nation if we have marijuana being sold at every corner drugstore. Now, here's the deal. If all of the states legalize marijuana, the federal government is going to have to change. They're going to have to bend. It doesn't matter what they're saying. They're going to have to bend because there's going to be pressure from the states. You can't have a federal government that has this law and it's going to impact all the states who have decided they want their state laws to be different. The federal government is going to have to change. So this is nothing but hogwash to me. This is nothing but trying to get people off of marijuana so that the people who can get in at a lower price. This is a good time for you to be looking at marijuana stocks. Let me just say that. Here's the deal. There's no denying that marijuana industry is blowing up. There's no denying that. So to even put this article out as if to say you guys need to be careful, this is nothing but dupe and delight. So what they're trying to do is drive the prices down on these penny stocks and all these companies so they can buy them, right? And then sell them back to us when the prices go up. This is what they do. This is nothing more than propaganda. We all know where marijuana is going, but I thank you so much for this article because you're giving us some companies that we might want to look at and try to buy them low. Everybody put in the comments below, buy low. This is exactly what we need. All we needed for them was for them to tell us what we need to be looking at. IIPR, BUDZ, MJNA, HEMP, Hemp, FOT, and Pineapple Express. I'm so glad that you guys will put this in the news for a guy like me to be able to interpret because I know you are full of mess. Ain't nothing but mess that they're telling us. Do not read the news to follow the news. You read the news to interpret the news. And what they are saying here is that we are letting you know what we're going to be looking at, but we don't want you to look at it the same way that we're looking at it because we need the prices to go low so that we can buy as institutions. And then guess what? That's going to cause the prices to go high. When the prices go high, guess what? All of the retail investors, the you and I's of the world, we start buying. And they're already in, just like what happened with Snapchat. The same thing. So what I'm trying to tell you is we know exactly what we need to be looking at. Now we need to get our scanners out. Now we need to get our charts out. Now we need to start looking at this stuff, say, okay, where you at? What's that buying point? What is that entry point? And I'm so glad I'm a part of Club Millie. I'm so glad I'm a part of a group of people who will look at this stuff and say, where do we see an investment opportunity? And we can have a conversation as a group. That way there's no advice going to any one person. There is just conversation as a whole, and we can make it work. We can make it do what it do. This is nothing more than political and economic propaganda. Woo! Thank you so much for making it easy on me. Oh my goodness. All right. I was going to talk about Snap, but is it really even worth me talking about Snapchat? I mean, I'm done with that. All right, so one more thing. American banks, again, oh my goodness. American banks raked in record profits last year. They continue to rebound from the 2008 meltdown. Not only did the banking industry not just third year of record profits in the past 4, but FDIC statistics published this week showed that loan growth was strong and the number of problem banks fell to 7-year low. The strong 2016 results stand in contrast with the dark picture painted by President Trump and Republicans who want to rip up financial regulation. Trump has vowed to do a big number on the Dodd-Frank, calling the 2010 reform law a disaster. He recently signed an executive order that began the process of dialing back bank regulation. But the $171.3 billion in profits banks generated last year suggests they are doing just fine. Let me say that again. $171.3 billion in profits the banks generated last year suggests that they may be doing just fine. Man, oh man. $171.3 billion in profits in 1 year for big banks. Guys, we are in the wrong business. That's why we're trying to create something where we actually we could become our own bank. We finance our own stuff and we stop giving all our money to them. All right, guys. There's more than I can talk about, but I'm not going to belabor the point. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. I'm just going to put this. Banks' profits have never, since 171. Woo! Banks' profits have been, I'm going to post this on my site, though. But anyway, guys, here's the deal, man. We took a look at the recap what happened yesterday. Snapchat still on you guys' radar. There's one article about Snapchat. Let me go and get this to you. Snapchat's big Asian rival is all about the cute. So one of the most popular features in messaging app Snow is an animated face filter that puffs your cheeks out and adds fluffy ears and paws to your selfie video, turning you into a cookie-eating bear. Asian users, especially girls, love cute and pretty things. So that's why the app gives its predominantly young female users a lot of cute and pretty options, many of them tailored to the Asian market. The approach has made Snow a huge success in Asia that Snapchat may already be shut out from key markets in the region. So Snapchat has a rival called Snow in Asia already. And they're saying that this app, Snow, is going to make it very difficult for Snapchat to expand into the Asian region and have a big impact. Again, another bad sign for Snapchat. One face filter says this Snow app will allow you to, on one face filter, turns into a giant Japanese rice ball. Another makes it look like you're being wooed by a South Korean pop star. I'll go ahead and put this article in the comments as well. So you know what you're looking at. Again, talking about Snapchat and their rival. And let me go and put this other article in the comments as well, so you know where I'm getting this stuff from. All right. All right, guys. Well, this is the ERGJ Certified Financial Educator. Again, this episode has been brought to you by True Detergent. True Detergent, black-owned and manufactured right here in the Atlanta area. We're doing free delivery to your doorstep. Give us a call at 678-851-2400. Again, that's 678-851-2400. True Detergent, 101-ounce bottle for $15. That's 15 cents per wash. Now, here's the deal. You're going to wash your clothes anyway. The question is, are you going to practice what you preach, which is group economics, and let your dollars circulate right back within your very own community? True Detergent. Make the switch. Well, guys, that's our show for today. To recap and look at what's going on in today's market, I just want to remind you guys that you can absolutely do it. We want to not just read the news, but interpret the news. And remember this, that it takes a village. It takes a village, but it starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. Let's see if I can find my outro music. There we go. All right, have a good day.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode.